Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 101st episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is my delicious piece of chocolate, Mr. Ryan.
How's it going? How are you?
It's good. And my seductress,
hello.
my sweet temptress, is here with me. Oh, goodness. How's everybody doing?
Oh, you know.
We only released an episode just a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But we're back.
We're back.
With the news that we've missed. Oh, boy. You know what? I gotta come clean with our listeners that we recorded 8 minutes of the episode.
And then realized we were having major technical
difficulties. And realized the soundboard was not hooked into the computer.
And the intro was so delicious.
It was good. It was good. And I blame myself. We went live for Seven Lamb Studios, and I hooked it into the laptop, and we were streaming. Hopefully you stopped by to say hello. And I forgot to plug it back into the computer.
So we were recording into a shit microphone that whole time.
It's all my fault.
Thinking we were rock solid.
It's not a shit microphone.
Did you at least save that 8 minutes for like some kind of archived blooper or something?
For you?
Absolutely not.
Oh, man.
This is recording over that right now.
People are going to be pretty sad when Alter Ego documentary comes to DVD.
Well,
and
they are when they get the bonus features.
Episode.
And the bonus features is lacking the 101st episode.
That's our bonus feature
intro.
is just watching me watch Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a definite.
Just a recording of me watching that movie and just being so fucking angry.
That was a rough day. I don't know why you brought that up. You're opening a wound.
It was a bad day, bad time for me.
I'm pretty sure like your demeanor in the movie theater swiftly changed from so hyped to just sheer disappointment, like arms crossed, like 6-year-old sourpuss face.
100%. I'll own
out
that.
Of the movie theater, disappointed.
I didn't stomp out.
No, but
God help anybody that would have gotten in my way.
Yeah, he's silent for a good few minutes and was like, "That was fucking awful."
He was just thinking Ryan was right.
Yeah,
Ryan
it was.
was right.
Not to mention, I was walking out, and some people were like, "Man, that was pretty good." And I wanted to be like, "Oh my god!" And then somebody else wearing a Venom shirt looked at me and was like, "That was terrible." I was like, "Yes, it was."
I know. Jeez. Wow.
It was not as good as Ford Supply Company. You know what they do? They offer a curated line of craft soaps and beard care, handmade in the USA, offering scents like coffee and cream,
That we need.
coconut, citrus, cedarwood, and many more.
Wow.
Check out the full line of craft soap bars, beard oil, and beard balm online at FordSupply.com. Free U.S. shipping on all orders over $35 and get an additional 10% off when you use the promo code Alter Ego for Soap Real Soap.
No bullshit.
None. Get your hand out of my face.
No.
He's annoying. He's trying to be seductive, and that's my job, and I'm actually
I wasn't
not good
trying
at it.
anything, baby. I was trying to get some of that Ford soap on your body.
Wow. You know what you can put on my body?
What's that?
Tony Anello.
Oh, dude. We had
body.
such a good time talking about Ford Supply. And Ryan asked for, who was it, to give us $100 million?
Oh, Netflix.
Netflix
Oh,
to
so
give
we're
us
gonna make
$100 million
commercial.
to make a commercial about Ford Supply.
that
And it was
blooper
going to
9
be
minutes.
Lord of the Rings. And it was
Talking about having
the
beards.
Fellowship finding the different scents of Ford soap. And then it was Tony Anello's was going to be Goodfellas.
Yep.
Or Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
According to you.
I don't know.
Golly. I feel like I should have been there.
Yeah, it was a good time. You missed all the fun.
Should have been there, but I recorded over it.
But you're here now, and we're having fun.
Yes, yes.
What a bummer.
Oh,
that was
boy.
a good time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Tony Anello's. I'm boycotting them. Wink, wink. Until they get me a new ad because we
But
did the
again,
same to Ford Supply.
Their food is dynamite.
It's amazing.
They're in Tierra Verde, Florida. Their phone number is 727-867-3577. Check out TonyAnellos.com.
.edu.
He needs to get us like something we could just play that has like little slow violins.
Yeah, it needs like Italian music in the background.
Ooh.
Like the hit's about to happen kind of.
Or the little lute thing. Is it, like where they play them really, really fast?
Isn't it called like a mandala something or another?
Mandala.
Maybe?
Nope, that's a boat. No. That's an Italian boat.
I think it's a gondola.
A gondola.
It's a gondola. I'm only half Italian.
It's an old wooden ship used during the Civil War era.
Whatever. Anyway, let's get into the news.
I don't know. I want to tackle what a bongala is.
I didn't say bongala.
Yeah, you did.
I said mandala.
Mandala?
Yeah.
Are you thinking of Mandalorian?
No. Let me see.
Are you thinking of a mandolin, which is the razor that you cut your vegetables on?
I don't know.
Oh,
mandala.
But I also think it's also a
mandala is a pair of pants. No, it's a
Italians
symbol.
are known for their pants.
A mandala is a geometric configuration of symbols.
Wow.
Oh, it's like this.
A mandala.
Mandala.
Yeah.
A mandala.
Wow.
But it did originally show me a pair of pants. So I'm not sure which is.
And they don't look good.
They don't look good.
They can't be Italian.
Mandolin
they look like
is an instrument, and it is also the slicer. Nice. I thought so.
Okay.
Mandala?
I'm in for this.
Mandala instrument. Yes.
Mandala.
It is.
You guys
I
come
was
to
right.
Alter Ego and you learn so fucking much.
But I spelt it wrong. Mandala. Mandola. It's like a little hand guitar.
Yep.
See? I know my instruments.
Wow.
Looks like the thing you're
You showed me.
A mandala is also a pair of pants.
You showed me, huh?
It's a geometrical
boy.
symbol.
It was either a small guitar or shapely pants. Or a boat.
Anyways.
Oh, my word. All right, let's get into some news, shall we? There's stuff to talk about. It's a great day for Megan. It was such a great day, and I can't wait long enough to talk about it that I didn't put it as far down in the lineup as I wanted to.
I was hoping not.
Because I want to talk about it.
Because we have to talk about it. We got a couple things to get to first.
Yeah, like this Spirit Halloween store movie.
That made it in the first set of 9 minutes, too. Let's talk about that for just a second.
Christopher Lloyd.
Give me some fucking substance of what this is supposed to be, because a Spirit Halloween movie and Christopher Lloyd, I'm just not sure what to expect.
It's just Christopher Lloyd going to random buildings.
Marty!
Just putting in Spirit Halloween.
And it's like he's going to walk into some random building that's broken down and being restructured, and it's going to end up being magically a Spirit Halloween. Yep. I don't know.
Oh, well, this used to be a Toys R Us.
So there's
Halloween now.
Nothing that we have here. There's nothing. There's no plot points. There's no writers. There's nothing that we're aware of. But it's Spirit Halloween, and the big joke is when something goes out of business or it dies, Spirit Halloween just pops up. So is this Christopher Lloyd and Rachel Lee Cook looking out for Spirit Halloweens? Are they trying to stop Spirit Halloween? Are the people from Spirit Halloween evil and taking over the country or something?
Well, that sounds kind of
in some haunted fashion. Because I kind of like it.
I don't know. I'm not.
You said Rachel Lee Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a little more interested because her cheeks are definitely clappable.
Wow.
Christopher Lloyd. They are not.
Not a big fan. Marty, we were going to go back to 1985.
No. As the woman in the room.
Spirit Halloween.
As the woman in the room, I will attest to his cleeps.
His cleeps, which are actually shapely pants.
His cheeks not being clappable. I just dubbed that as a word. Cleeps.
Cleeps are actually a light bulb used in swampy areas to highlight things below the water.
All right, so instead of saying cheeks to clap, you can just say cleeps. And that's what that means. You heard it here first,
All right,
folks.
Christopher Lloyd is going to get his cleeps clapped.
No.
All right, Christopher.
I think cleeps is going to be
I hope your hips are sturdy enough to withhold.
Well.
Oh, boy. Let's move on to the TED TV series coming from Seth Macfarlane.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
We talked about this for the 9 minutes, too. And I got to say, I agree with Ryan. I didn't really care for Ted. I wasn't a big, like, it just Seth seemed MacFarlane. Like a live-action Family Guy.
And
Ted one was all right. I just didn't feel a need to see the second one.
It was all right, but it's like all those other ones, like Super Troopers, didn't see Super Troopers 2.
No.
Hangover, did not see Hangover 2.
The Hangover 2 could have been great, and what they should have done was they should have withheld the last bit of the first Hangover, and the Hangover 2 should have been everything that actually happened to them that they couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But it's completely not that, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so it's trash.
Coming to America 2. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah,
Will
we
not
haven't
watch
seen
it.
that one.
I hear that one's actually not bad.
The only one that I caved and watched was Anchorman 2 and Dumb and Dumber with the remake with Jim Carrey and
Dumb and Dumberer.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what it was?
Dumber and More Dumberer.
I don't know.
So, I don't know where this is going to go. You think this is going to be a street to streaming jobber?
I mean, it's a TV series, so it has to.
I mean, but it's not going to go to like Paramount Plus or something, or Paramount. I mean, like go on TV or actually go on CBS.
I highly doubt.
Does anybody out there listening to this? Do you have TV? Are you TV watchers? Anybody?
Is TV still a thing? Someone tell us.
Some people still do, and I just don't understand.
In the future, when you're listening to this, I made this joke this weekend because we were talking about how we couldn't get a specific program because it's never on streaming. And I was like, who has cable? And my brother looked at me with a very sheepish look and was like, I do. I was like, oh, sorry about your luck, dude.
Yeah, we don't have cable.
I mean, I can understand it for like live shows and mostly sports, but
Yeah.
why nowadays?
Granted, I mean, we pay the same in streaming that we would have for cable.
But you don't have commercials for most things.
And
you can
it's not
pick
on
exactly
demand.
What you
And
want.
yeah, we can watch it whenever the hell we want to.
Yeah. It's just not worth it.
No.
You want to watch The Office for the 47th time? Let's do it.
We actually bought the DVDs because it was leaving Netflix, and we have not even cracked the DVDs open.
No, but we will ever have them, God forbid, they ever leave.
In a land without streaming and internet,
we will still
have. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we have Peacock.
Yeah, but
too.
we don't go to Peacock for anything.
And it's also free with commercials. So, like, we can still watch The Office on there, but if for some reason
With
it goes
commercials.
away forever.
The first time I watched it and a commercial popped up, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, and we don't want to pay for just to have The Office to never watch it. We used to watch it literally every single day.
Seriously, like it would be on and we would just have it going.
Yeah.
Anyway. Stranger Things season 4. Did we talk about that?
We did not.
Have
and
we
I'm
seen the trailer for
excited.
Stranger Things season 4?
I have not.
And them having Voldemort's older brother as the villain looking like?
Does he have his nose?
Dude, he has his nose, but he looks crazy.
We're going to have to change that.
We are. We're going to have to make a little editing note.
Take his nose off.
Crossover.
Yeah.
Stranger Things meets
Excuse me.
Harry Potter.
Take his nose out, please. But the big shock from the trailer was 11 saying, I don't have my powers anymore. I don't know.
I have not
Seems
seen the
like
trailer,
all kinds
so
of drama.
you just spoiled that for me.
And it's also, shut up. She did see it.
No, I didn't. I have not seen the trailer.
I'm just kidding. You can watch it, baby. Watch all the trailers you want with your Ford Supply.
Well.
Did it get weird?
Very
Yes.
awkward right here.
I blacked out. What happened?
You got seductive.
Oh. Sorry, everyone at home.
But it looks like we have I mean, everybody's returning for that one.
Everybody is back.
Yeah.
Even the everybody's lovable sheriff Hopper that we all thought was dead.
Obviously. He wasn't dead. He was in a prison.
Duh.
Or was that the end of the previous season and I'm somehow...
No, that's the previous season.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
just spoiling
They
the hell
show
out
a
of it.
prison, but they don't show him. But it looks wild.
It
I don't
does.
know what we're gonna get out of this. It's interesting. They're calling this, the creators are calling this their Game of Thrones season. So interpret that how you will.
I don't
the
know how to
last
interpret
season?
that.
Like how it
Does that
ended?
mean that it's really
Heard it wasn't
bad, or
good.
does that mean that everyone's dying?
Oh, if they would have said it's the Red Wedding, that would have been different.
I'd love to see these high school kids get absolutely murdered.
Wow, that
Wow.
would be... I mean, we've seen people die in this show,
That's dark.
haven't we?
We have not many. Bob was one that died.
Oh, yeah, Bob died. Poor Bob. Rest in peace.
11
Whoa, man. Come on. Some of us haven't seen
What?
Stranger Things.
I'm sorry. How many years has it been
Yeah,
since that's
I mean,
been out?
are you going to start watching it now?
I have a feeling that I may have to
Jeez
because you guys
Louise.
don't want to do it for this
Oh,
show.
yeah, probably.
You're gonna watch it though, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, I can't believe I haven't been on this show before this."
Honestly, I watched like 20 or 30 minutes with Abby in the episode. Not my tea. My
You haven't
cup of
gotten
tea.
to anything good.
Yeah.
Ah,
It looked
boy.
like it was an exciting episode. It just doesn't seem. I'm
It
not into
looked
the whole-
exciting. I just don't care.
Yeah.
It looked exciting. It just didn't excite me.
Yeah, I'm not the. Hey, let's go get on our bikes and go look at creepy shit. You know what, fam? I'm gonna have to say no to that. My blackness won't allow it. No.
There's a couple kids that do say no, under no circumstances.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, the first kid, he's by himself when he gets nabbed.
Yeah, no, I'd be at home.
Yep. I don't know. It's an interesting show. I think you should check it out. Stranger Things season 4. I'm waiting for it to come out. It's got to be October, right? Did they drop a date for it?
I don't know. It's sometime this year.
It's always October.
Usually.
Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about Thor, shall we? Let's move on from TV and movies. We have more movies and stuff like that later, but we're going to talk about Marvel right now. First of all, congratulations to Morbius for having the worst second week box office of any Marvel movie in history.
It honestly, do not be disappointed if it ends up not being a topic on the show because I have no desire to watch it.
Me neither.
I can't be disappointed either, but at this point, I've got to watch it.
We have to watch it. I have to know what 16% on Rotten Tomatoes actually looks like.
Yeah. I got to see if it's people being overly critical or, what's the big problem? I love the story about how Jared Leto, as you can see, has the blood disease or something early on. It's just major backstory stuff, but it's pretty common knowledge. But he was such a method actor that when he had to go to the bathroom on set, he wouldn't put the crutches down and go walk to the bathroom.
He would hold character as he was off screen.
And people were like, dude, we know you can walk.
Yeah. I mean, that's a whole different art form. To be a method actor.
You imagine that poor bastard that's the key grip and he doesn't want to move because he doesn't want to have to recalibrate the mic or do anything like that. And he's like, Jared, please, man, just go. I know you got to go. If you're an actor, act.
Yeah. But he has to spend like 6 months in the same mental headspace to play the role right. And he still somehow doesn't do that right.
And how did we get that Joker?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Imagine, hold on, before we move on.
Okay.
Imagine Jared Leto out there in the world grocery shopping, acting like the Joker because he has to stay in character. I would not know what to do.
I want to know.
I would. Hey,
if your cantaloupes are on sale today, I was going to make a little fruit salad when I got home.
Hey, Jared, how about you go get the boys together and you bring back 30 seconds tomorrow? So go do something fucking productive.
Oh, my goodness.
Something you're good at.
Oh, boy. Poor Jared.
Yeah. I would be happier with that than with having to sit and watch Morbius.
Him going out to
Jared Leto, bro, if you listen to this,
place.
I still feel the same way if I saw you.
Tex-Mex place out there as the Joker.
Yeah.
I want to know if you guys have chimichurris.
It's like a
took
wind-up
the time
doll
to go in the kitchen
on
and
steroids.
spit in your cilantro. I don't know.
That dude's terrible.
I've never seen it pay off. I've never seen something with him been like, damn, that was really good.
I think the one movie everybody was Memento or whatever it is.
I thought it was Lord of War.
Was he in that?
Yeah, he was Nicolas Cage's kid brother.
Oh yeah.
And the what's the one with
but Nicky Cage
McConaughey, the one about drugs. Was he in that one?
I
don't know. Doesn't matter. Sorry, Leto. I'm gonna watch your movie, but not by choice.
All right.
Thor: Love and Thunder sets the record for the shortest time between a trailer release and a theatrical release in Marvel history. And I think we've said this. That movie doesn't need a trailer, right?
No,
I mean, it doesn't need one. People are going to go watch that movie.
You just need to have it out there.
I'm happy with what we got. I'm ready to see it.
For people that don't pay attention, I'm like, hey, this is coming.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, that's all they need to do is on the back of a Marvel movie or every once in a while, like, hey, Thor: Love and Thunder's coming out. And that's it.
Yeah.
And we'll be there.
And I cannot wait to see it.
Dallas Buyers Club. And
Dallas Buyers Club. That's the one.
Requiem for a Dream is what everybody
says.
Oh,
my. Ooh, my good friend, Mr. Mark Hoffmeyer, just texted me and said that he just got the press screening for Doctor Strange 2 booked.
Oh.
Good for you, Mark. You let me know, Mark.
Tell him to hook a brother up.
The press screening, we're not press yet.
We could be.
Wink.
All we need is a lanyard, right?
That's
lanyard.
it. All we need is
that just says press on it. I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna buy some press.
Yeah.
It literally is just gonna be a lanyard that says press all over it.
And I'll
laminate something that looks official.
Yeah. Put our logo on there. Mm-hmm. Go in there with a notepad.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know Jared Leto was in Fight Club.
Yeah, he is. He's the blonde guy that Edward Norton beats the brakes off of.
I'm also really proud of myself that I actually knew that he was in the band 30 Seconds to Mars, because I totally forgot about that.
Right. That's not my cup of tea, but it's, hey, good
I
for
liked
them.
it.
Yeah, no, hey, great.
It's been a hot minute since I've listened to him, but
Let's talk about this
them.
trailer, shall we, guys?
Okay. So, are we getting into it? I mean, not that it's like spoilery.
It's really not. Do you consider it spoiler if it's in the trailer?
No.
Yes, that's why I don't watch trailers.
You do watch trailers.
There's a point in there that I'm going to say.
Do you need to earmuff it while we talk about this trailer?
No,
it's a fucking trailer. You can watch it when we're done. We're not spoiling anything in the movie.
I don't want to watch it, though. I like going in now completely blind. Over the years, man, they've put so much stuff in trailers. I feel like I've watched the movie.
This movie looks visually incredible.
I'm going to say
from the trailer.
There is a part in the trailer that there is a little boy, clearly little Thor, running through the woods. And then he passes past a tree, and then it morphs into an older Thor, teenage-ish, and he's wearing the classic
her favorite
Thor outfit with the winged, like the true full dome helmet with the wings.
Like he wore in Thor 1.
Like he wore in Thor 1. And then he passes through, no, better than that. The classic, the actual classic comic book helmet.
Okay.
And then he passes by another tree, and then it's Thor now. And I'm just like, that was the dopest
Transition.
8 seconds in a trailer I've seen, and that's coming from a Thor lover, so there's that.
Sure.
I'm stoked.
I am too.
I'm stoked. I'm so excited to see it.
There is no imagery or vision of Gore the God Killer, who is our villain of this movie.
But we know that he's coming because we got leaked Funko Pops.
We did, and I posted that. If you want to get an idea of what Gore is going to look like, the image is on
and the pops,
the Instagram.
The other pops for this movie look so good.
I think we're going to get a lot of versions of Thor in this movie.
I will welcome all the versions of Thor.
I know.
I need Frog Thor. I need Horseface Thor.
Here's a big question. One thing that is notably absent, that has never been absent for a Thor movie. Loki.
Yeah.
There's no Loki.
Not that we saw, no. He's also off in Variant Land still, according to the series.
I gotta say, I'm legit happy if there's no Loki.
Yeah, it's a true Thor movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Thor movie. It's him discovering what it is that he wants to do. And there's, of course, the Guardians are there. We already know that's
great shots with the Guardians.
Great shots with the Guardians. Hilarious back and forth with him and Star-Lord, to be expected. I nearly died at work with my headphones on at a particular point in time. I thought I was literally going to die laughing.
Where he's talking about looking at the people that you love.
Anytime you're unsure of whatever it is he says, I don't even know, but he's like, just look at the people, or look in the eyes of the people that you love. And Star-Lord's looking at all the Guardians.
Because obviously he's like momentoing that he loves the Guardians.
Right.
And out of frame comes Thor
peeking into his line of vision, and Star-Lord just starts moving his head.
No, dude, not me.
And he has that look, that smile on his face, like, you're talking about me.
Right.
It was fucking hilarious.
It looks truly amazing. Like it looks like they're picking up from where he was like,
yeah,
I need to go find myself.
Yeah,
And this movie looks like he's legit finding himself.
Yep. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want to do, but I need to figure out me, and I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Because I think it does. It's very end of Endgame. Here we are. Like, that's where it picks up. Was right where they took off, literally, in the, what is that? What's the ship called? Milano.
Which are actually shapely pants from Italy.
I thought they were delicious cookies from Pepperidge Farm.
I hate both of you. Those are platoons.
Oh, we also get a good look at Zeus. Not really a good look, but you get a look at Zeus and Russell Crowe. And I think the fact that they're introducing all these gods is because they're going to get butchered
by the God Butcher. But we see
apparently
Valkyrie.
The backstory of this.
So what you're telling me is Kratos is in this movie?
Essentially, played by Christian Bale. So, the story behind Gore the God Butcher that I've heard briefly is that he reached out to the gods to answer his prayers when his wife and child were dying. Ooh. And they did not answer him. So he then goes with a very powerful weapon and starts doing exactly what his moniker entails, butchering gods and killing them.
Sounds a lot like Kratos.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But this is going to be Marvel Kratos.
Okay.
So I'm in. Get a good look at Korg. You get a good look at Valkyrie, whose title is King Valkyrie.
Interesting.
Which is weird. But, we'll see. She's a badass, so if anybody could be king when Thor's not there, it's her.
And Cleeps.
Cleeps. Yeah. She's got the Cleeps with Loki and Thor not around. So, I don't know. I think this is going to be an excellent movie. I'm excited to see if they do like they did with Spider-Man No Way Home and drop that trailer right at the end. And I want a more in-depth trailer maybe, or maybe we even get connections. Let me tell you something. I don't want to send you to another site, but let me tell you. There is a guy on Screen Crush, and I can't remember his name, but he breaks down so much stuff. He knows all the lore, and he sits there and counts all the Easter eggs and all the episodes, and I've been watching him break down Moon Knight. And from what he's doing, Moon Knight is already connected to gods of Asgard, gods from Wakanda, and I was just sitting there like, oh my God, if Marvel truly has gone through and connected all of these already, hats off. That's the most in-depth stuff.
Can you honestly think that they hadn't?
Yeah, I can, because there have been movies that I've been like, oh man, they've got all this material for Carnage, and they could do so well and make it so violent.
That doesn't count. That's Sony's fault.
Right.
That does not count. You cannot use that against Marvel.
No, I know, but there's stuff like in one of the Moon Knight, and this is in no way a spoiler. He works in a museum and a library. He's looking at a book, and one says Gods of Asgard, and one says Gods of Wakanda. So they're already really interweaving all of this. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. They're for sure a million steps ahead of us 100%, when it comes to
100%. And that's where I think they're introducing all of these gods in Love and Thunder, that the God Butcher could reach much further than just Thor.
I just don't want them to totally axe the God Butcher in this movie. Isn't he like kind of a big deal?
I mean, there's been a lot of big deal characters that have been one-offs.
That's true.
Like Red Skull.
Yeah, what a bummer
I thought he was going to be around. We still got Baron Zemo. We haven't seen Doctor Doom. We haven't seen a revitalized Magneto.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the big guys. Haven't seen Apocalypse yet in this world. Haven't seen... we've seen Ultron.
We've got so many big bads that it's kind of like you have to one and done some of these fools.
We've still got Kang the Conqueror out there.
Galactus.
We've got Galactus. Thank you. That's the one I was trying to think of. We got plenty. Mr. Sinister. Yeah. He's still out there too.
Mr. Sinister is out there.
I mean, now that pegs me to look around the room here and just kind of think of people that we could have. But as of right now, that's who I can think of.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they could go through and make better. Surtur could come back. Any of these guys could come back at any time. Ultron could come back. You've got a myriad of Spider-Man villains that haven't actually touched the MCU.
You know what would be kind of dope that I was just thinking about? And I don't know if this would even be possible. But if at one point we do get the actual Marvel zombies.
Mm-hmm. Which we are.
And comes back all of the fucking villains that we lost as zombies.
Oh, well, let's just see Thanos with no head.
But I mean, would that not be like dope as shit to have Red Skull actually as the Funko Pop? The Red Skull actually as a zombie? That would be dope.
I think we're going to see a lot of things. We haven't seen Red Goblin, we've seen Green Goblin at this point. Wow. I mean, I don't know. There's so much that we could work with.
We should sell that Morbius zombie pop.
MODOK? No, we're not selling that. Crazy. Are you crazy?
Bad guy version of the Avengers where they all team up together. They
get
all the good guys
There's
together.
a name for that. What is it? Zemo leads them. What's their name?
I don't know. You tell me.
You guys are the king of the Googles here. I mean, there is a anti-Avengers team led by Baron Zemo.
Good sir, I am striking you.
Wow.
Until you play the Google song.
We don't have the Google song anymore, I don't think. We do! There's your Google song. Oh my God. How long has it been since we played this?
Masters of Evil.
There you go. Who's the roster? Read us off the Masters of Evil.
Hold on. You didn't tell me you needed all that. Membership. Nope. Related teams. Nope.
How much is that membership?
It just says This is not what I need. Masters of Comics of Baron Zemo. Who's in the Masters of Evil? Who is?
Oh boy, we got a second Google. Hold on.
Of Evil Marvel. Baron Zemo,
obviously.
the Abomination.
Yeah,
who we just
saw in Shang-Chi.
Whoever the leader is, Ultron. That's all. That's where it stops.
There's more.
Later in the series, a group called
the leader.
The New Master.
The leader is an enemy for the Hulk. I think I can't remember.
Okay, and now this one says Baron Zemo, Abomination, Graviton, MODOK.
Graviton's another big one we haven't seen yet.
And Tiger Shark.
Tiger Shark. The leader.
D Smash Bones.
Sorry, we're still Googling over here. The leader. Yeah, the leader is the guy that is... Oh my god, I can't believe I remembered that.
Oh, here we go. I got the whole list.
Cheered for myself.
I got the whole list.
Okay, so the leader is the villain that was in the Edward Norton Hulk movie, where they introduced Abomination. You remember Mr. Blue, who Hulk is trying to meet with, or Banner's trying to meet with the entire time?
Yes.
And then the chemicals fall on his brain and his head starts moving and getting big? That's the leader. Yeah. Hulk villain, super smart.
It said the Enchantress is in there.
Yep, she's probably her and her little sidekick, the Executioner.
The Egghead is what he's called.
Well, he's also the leader.
Yeah, it says Baron Zemo, the Enchantress, the Executioner, the Melter, the Radioactive Man, Wonder Man.
Radioactive Man, that's another good one.
Ultron's incarnation is Ultron 5, the Black Knight, Claw.
The Black Knight?
That's what it says.
Wow, you know who the Black Knight is?
Martin Lawrence.
No.
Saw that movie.
That's true. But the Black Knight currently is Mr. Kit Harington, who's making an
That's
appearance.
what they hinted to at the end of Eternals.
I was going to say your boy from the Eternals.
Who is going to be in the Blade movie.
You foolish jack. It's not going to happen.
$1.
Black Mamba's in there.
All right. Hey, let's take our first break
Okay.
of the day, and then we're going to get into all the other stuff we got. But, yeah, man, what a time to be alive. I always say that. We're going to check you here in just a second. Even though we're taking a break, Megan still have to go to the bathroom. She's pregnant, folks. Give her a break.
She probably has to pee every 5 seconds.
She does. She does. She and my dad always had to pee every 5 seconds.
Go on a road trip.
No.
You'll regret it.
No, don't do that. Not with a pregnant lady.
So it'd make me want to actually start flying. I'll hop on a plane now to go 10 minutes down the road, I swear to God, before
There you
I
go.
drive.
How about a helicopter? Actually, I can get down with a helicopter.
You know?
Do it.
After Kobe, I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, boy. Poor Kobe. May he rest in peace. How about the fact that Kirby won an Oscar for the 8-bit band in a game?
Nice.
Isn't that wild? Kirby.
The
little pink dude that eats everything.
Never really played a game fully through, but I like Kirby. It's entertaining for a little
I
while.
like Kirby and Smash Brothers. Like, I knew who he was. I'd seen a couple games, but even as a kid, he looked a little too kiddie to me.
Yeah, and the games are pretty basic as hell.
Like, when you had stuff like Metroid Prime out there and, like, all the good, you know, superheroes like Donkey Kong, and you had Mario and Luigi, and the Kirby, I was like, that one seems kind of for babies. And then he shows up in Smash Brothers and is an absolute beast.
Yeah, he's a monster in Smash.
So yeah, good for him. Congratulations, Kirby, on your Grammy. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, and then we got Ghost of Tsushima, which is getting adapted into a movie, which probably is going to be a pretty awesome movie. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, that I could see being a really good movie.
I mean, that one I think is really going to hit hard. That's going to be a good one. That one got a screenwriter. I forgot who the screenwriter was, but let's take a look. He, I don't think has written anything major before. Let me be wrong right as I look at the story. Here we go. Sony Pictures has named Takashi Dosher as the writer for the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima film adaptation, who previously wrote the sci-fi romance Only, and his most recent project, Blue, is a twist on a Japanese monster movie. So I'm correct, nothing that we're familiar with. But hey, I mean, this is probably some pretty good subject matter. I'm interested to see what it's going to be like.
It'll be interesting to see.
So this is kind of video games, kind of movies at the same time.
Yeah.
So I put this in the middle. Sonic 2. Did you know? Probably not, because I didn't know this. That Sonic 2 is the biggest ever blockbuster opening for Jim Carrey's entire career.
Really?
Like, we got Dumb and Dumber, which wasn't really well known when it came out. But then you got Liar Liar. You got The Truman Show. You got Yes Man. You've got all these great movies. And Sonic 2 takes the cake. Is that just because, like, the changing landscape of movies and moviegoers, or what?
I think so. Especially as of the last 2 years where you haven't really been able to get out. You got kids.
Yeah.
You got a movie you can go take your kids to go see. Makes a lot of sense.
What did you think of Sonic 1?
Still haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen it. Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
Yeah, no, I'm still not a big kid movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it really doesn't feel like that much of a kid movie. I mean, it kind of does. I mean, nobody gets their freaking arms bent backwards or their throats ripped out, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, unless you are riding around town in a suit seeking vengeance for your dog.
For your dog.
I probably haven't seen the movie.
John Wick 87. The only one who showed up is a young African-American man down in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yep, I'll buy tickets all day.
Uh-huh. Unless they recast John Wick, then you won't be there.
Depends on who.
Okay. Macaulay Culkin.
I might be down to see that.
I'm down to see that, actually. It came out of my mouth, and I was like, he's brilliant. I love it.
Some Hot Wheels and a BB gun.
A paint can.
Yeah, I mean, he's a savage.
So you should watch doctors react to Home Alone injuries.
Oh, gosh.
The amount of times Harry and Marv should have actually died
Yeah.
in that movie is astounding. The doctor breaks it down pretty convincingly. Like when the paint can hits him in the head and he falls down the stairs, the doctor's like, he's dead.
Yep.
He's like, the amount of force that can generate by the time it hits him in the head, and not only does he not get a soft landing, he falls down the stairs. He's dead. Oh, and I think it's Harry it's Marv that gets the blowtorch on the head. Mm-hmm. He's like, he stays there for like 3 seconds. He's like, that's hot enough to melt the scalp off your head.
Yeah.
Yep. And then sticks his head in kerosene.
He does.
So I'm like, I was thinking about this actually when we watched it just recently for Christmas. I'm like,
we didn't watch that for
I did.
Christmas. Did
this
we?
kid legitimately should have it was murder. He just killed these people.
Right.
In several different ways.
They come home and it's a way different story. It's not Kevin's tale of survival.
Yeah, it's how I murdered.
Oh, and the shovel at the end. The old man hitting them with the snow
yeah.
shovel directly in the face.
Yeah.
He's like, that is a major, on top of everything that's happened to them.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
When he
So
steps
we
on
were
the
talking
nail,
about
I'm
the
like,
fact
ooh,
that
he's getting
Jim
tetanus.
Carrey's largest box office opening ever was Sonic 2.
Oh.
And he's in talks about retiring, not wanting to play in any movies anymore. And they asked the studio, what are you going to do? How are you going to recast Eggman? And they go, we wouldn't even try. There would just be no Eggman.
Wow, that'd be really difficult.
Yeah. But, I mean, this is a great little movie series. This is perfect for Jim Carrey.
You know what? I kind of want a new version of The Mask.
Oh, man. Who could play The Mask right now? I'd actually love to see Tom Segura play The Mask. That would get
Seriously?
dark. That would get dark quick.
That's so wild.
Bikes!
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Bikes! That's my favorite. So, yeah. Ooh, were you a big Max Payne fan back in the day?
No.
Really?
Never really played the game.
But you were a Rockstar fan. Like, we all played GTA.
Yeah.
Max Payne 1 and 2 getting a remake from Remedy Studios and Rockstar.
Yeah. I actually tried to watch that movie just recently.
Which one? Max Payne?
Yeah.
Isn't that the one with Marky Mark?
Yes, it is.
I never watched it.
It is. It's not very good, maybe?
It's not good.
I think it actually may be like quite all right. I just have never played Max Payne.
Right, so you don't know if it was
tell you.
historically accurate.
Yeah.
Here's a bit of news. I really didn't know where to put this. So
Random,
I put it
for
under
sure.
random. Elon Musk offering to buy Twitter for $43 billion.
Let's do it, Eli.
Elon Musk, baby.
I mean,
That dude is wild, isn't he?
I've got my own fair share of things to say.
He offered
about this.
over the asking price for Twitter.
It was like $27 billion, and he asked for 43.
Yeah.
Like it
So,
was
like-
the net worth of it is literally like less than $30 billion, and he offered more than that.
If I'm a board member and I'm a stockholder and I look at whoever told Elon no, I want my recourse. I want you to pay me whatever I was going to get paid over that, because they didn't get a chance to vote on it, did they?
There's actually a lot more behind it. My mom was telling me
There's
about it.
a ton more behind
Let's
it.
hear, what does Miss Glover have to say?
Well, no, it's the fact that Elon Musk, if I'm not mistaken, because I'm getting this knowledge secondhand. So
You
He
get a lot of
actually
this
owns-
firsthand.
Yeah, well,
He
no,
owns
I don't
part
speak
of
to Elon's
Twitter.
Twitter,
to begin with.
9%.
yes, I want to say he did something when he made that offer that he pretty much trying to pit them against each other, and basically they're gonna have no choice but to sell it to him.
God, I love Elon.
He's not the largest shareholder anymore. The guy
He
from
is.
the guy from Saudi Arabia outbeat him or bought more so that he would outbid him. Or
But he
whatever.
paid, I forget how many dollars per share that he offered.
$54.
Yeah, $54 per share. So basically, all your stockholders now are like,
Hey, you lost me a ton of money.
exactly.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have no choice.
But
to
it's
sell it to
a
him.
bigger issue than us just talking about it here on the Nerd News. It's definitely like a political and government issue for sure. And I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to put
I
my
just
2
love-
cents in on that matter.
That Elon saw a elevator
An opportunity
and saw the door was closing,
and stepped
he
into
took
it
a hornet's nest
and threw it in.
and shook it, and right as the door was closing, was like, bye, and threw it in there.
See, my favorite of the whole thing really is when he was on TED Talk the other day and he asked him, if Twitter doesn't agree and doesn't sell to you, is there a plan B? And Elon just sat there for a second looking up kind of as if he was literally doing a math equation in midair, and he goes, yep. Like,
Is there a plan B?
he was just like,
Yep.
Yep. And it was just like, that is amazing. And I know like a lot of people are against this, people saying this, but he reminds me, and I've said this, I think, on the podcast, he reminds me of our real life modern day Iron Man with the way that he is, like just the way he is.
I can see that.
And just the fact that he's a genius billionaire and it's just like, I'm going to shake shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not even necessarily like because he's a billionaire. Like you can compare lots of different things, and a lot of people are coming out saying that he's like a villain, like he's some super villain because of all the shit that he's doing.
It doesn't
I can
matter.
see both sides of it. It's
Yeah.
still fucking hilarious.
It's however anybody interprets it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you can call him whatever you want.
Yeah. But either way, I think it will be very interesting to see how this unfolds because obviously in the Twitter world, that will play into how
Yeah,
nerd
you might
shit's
finally
reported.
get unblocked.
No, there's no way. I got kicked off of Twitter 2 years ago.
So
for
that's
nothing.
the weird thing. That's why I'm interested to
bringing it
see
back.
if something
Literally
like
nothing.
that happens and Twitter becomes a thing again, because my wife she never sent a single tweet.
No, I never.
She
tweeted.
just followed a certain amount of individuals and was just there on the platform, and all of a sudden got an email, you have been banned from Twitter. Not a single tweet.
Well, no, it actually, it originally just said you've been suspended, but it didn't give me amount of time. It didn't tell me what I did. It didn't have anything. And then, literally 72 days went by,
Yep.
and I still was suspended for no reason, no explanation. I just remember it literally was, shockingly enough, 72 days later is the last time I think I even looked at it. And I created a Twitter probably, I don't know, 3 months ago or so, because I follow it mainly for Funkos and getting immediate releases, but I follow other things that other people don't like, and it is what it is. But before I created my new Twitter, I went into my old one to see, because there was a lot of new Funko releases coming, and it was still banned. And I've been banned since January of 2020.
Wow.
It's
Damn
now
you.
fucking April.
You threat to freedom of speech.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Oh, boy.
and so that's what Elon is trying to do, is to make it free speech again and to make it more.
That's why I want to see it. I want to
wants
see
to
it
make
blow
it-
up.
yeah.
I want to
And
watch
It'll be
the world burn.
interesting.
Facebook.
It'll be interesting to see how it all goes down. But
Yeah.
you know,
Come on,
Twitter's
Elon.
dying.
Elon,
one
buy
way or
them all.
another.
Buy them all.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's a dying platform if he doesn't take it over.
If he does buy all of them, he is kind of like a supervillain.
Sure.
He controls everything.
He's money man.
But I mean, would you rather a billionaire control everything or our government?
Billionaire. Give
Yeah.
me that.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
At least I know what I'm dealing with at that
Right.
point.
I mean, eventually he's going to run out of money. Hopefully. The government somehow doesn't.
The government's never going to run out of money because they take all of our money.
That's what I'm saying. The government somehow never runs out of money. Therefore,
speaking of bad companies, let's move on to DC.
Yeah, let's.
Ouch.
Let's do it.
That was probably the best transition ever.
Best thing they have currently is The Batman. And by the way, as of right now, today, recording this, April 18th, The Batman is available to you on HBO Max.
So
go
if you
check it
haven't
out.
seen it, go watch it.
And if you want to go to sleep, go watch it.
Well,
Wow, what a silly goose you are.
I am a silly goose.
More good news for DC. All Ezra Miller projects have been suspended indefinitely.
What
because
did
of
he
his
do?
arrest.
He was arrested for disorderly conduct and harassment following several incidents in Hawaii.
Yikes! Is this in addition to all the other bullshit? That
What's wrong with that, Holly?
What is he doing?
I mean, come on, keep your nose clean. You're the Flash, for fuck's sake.
Not anymore.
Well, you were. You had opportunities.
Another one. Amber Heard is no longer a part of the Aquaman franchise.
Nope.
After all the bad light came to fruition about her and Johnny Depp.
He's supposed to. She was the girl from Aquaman, the red
Who
hair.
did she play?
She plays
the redheaded queen.
The queen or the princess or whatever the fuck she was.
The one he's palling around with.
I've never seen Aquaman.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm like, wait, hold on.
You may or may not recognize her, but yeah. There was there's all sorts of weird shit going on.
So
with
now
them.
tell me there's going to be justice, and you're going to tell me that Disney decided to bring back Johnny Depp to finish Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh, don't get crazy.
Yeah.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
He's apparently supposed to take the stand, and they're expecting him to be testifying for 2 days.
Juaneo Depp. So
tomorrow,
one of the major executives from WB was called to the stand to talk about because Amber Heard is saying that she can't get endorsed and she can't get roles ever since this whole defamation thing has happened. And she came in and was like, yeah, she's not a part of Aquaman Lost World anymore.
Yeah, they basically fired her without firing her.
Yeah. So
it's you know what?
It's only fucking fair.
It's a sad day when, and I get it. I understand. It's all about public image. It's all about business. And that's just the way that it is. But it's a sad day when your personal life, and this is more so not on a business level, or like I'm not trying to defend her in any form or fashion. I'm really either one of them, because God only knows who's actually telling the truth in any of these scenarios. But it's a sad day when you are in such a big light and you're such a big like inspiration to a lot of young people, and your personal life and your anger issues and God knows what else completely just completely crashes down everything that you've built because of poor decisions that you're making in your personal life.
Yeah. I mean,
consequences.
It is.
I mean, and and that's what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to sound like it's a sad day when your personal shit then rolls into your professional life, because in a normal day and like in a normal society, not in Hollywood, that sort of shit wouldn't roll into your profession unless you're beating your husband or your wife in your own fucking office.
Which is essentially what happened here.
Right. Exactly. But that's
Allegedly.
what I'm saying, is it's sad that
it's all alleged. You're absolutely right.
Exactly as well. That as well. That's what sucks too, is that we might never know what's actually true and who's actually at fault here.
Yeah.
And they're both probably have career-ending allegations against them.
So that's the bad.
Yeah.
You guys ready for the good?
Oh, is there good here?
There is good
Johnny
here.
Depp will get work again.
Yeah, it'd be tough to think that he wouldn't, but that's beside the point. If
DC has new owners.
Oh yes,
there's
he did tell me this last night.
$43 million purchase, and it's completed. It's a mixture of Discovery and Warner Media.
Tell
43 million?
43 billion.
No,
Oh, you said million
you
at
said
first.
million.
Did I? I said billion.
Because I was going to say 43 million sounds pretty
like pocket
billion.
change.
like pocket change to somebody.
Billion.
So whoever bought DC bought it for the same amount of money that Elon Musk had.
To buy Twitter. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I wrote all my notes for today. I was like, oh my god, 43 billion.
What an interesting
So
number.
CEO David Zaslav says owners want a major overhaul of the entire DC universe. More movies more movies like The Joker, and imagine that, big fans of the show. They want a Kevin Feige like figure over DC.
Yes. Bring it before we're dead.
And they say, you know what? You guys are not using characters like Superman correctly.
Thank God.
They're like, you guys are not handling these the way that you should be handling them. So I think we're about to see a shift in the balance of power. And for us nerds sitting at home, that just means Marvel's going to keep being geniuses and doing everything right. But DC is finally going to be changing things and trying to compete in a meaningful way.
Let's not put the cart before the horse, as you always say. We don't know what to expect because there's not very many people in the world like Kevin Feige.
You're absolutely right.
So I'm not going to get my hopes up too hard because DC has drastically, continually disappointed me. So we will see. Unfortunately, they've got a tall ladder to climb, even if they're not owned by the same.
Well, the KevBot is a manifestation of a lot of people's work. He is just the figurehead, and he sees all the whiteboards. He talks to all the people. And I imagine right now there's a bunch of all the people at DC, and all the people are trying to make all the movies, which is why it's too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. And I think this is just really what's been hurting them.
Yeah.
There's no continuity. Nobody's there to go, hey, that doesn't work. This is not how this universe is moving right now.
Yeah.
And they just had a knock out of the park with The Batman, which just reached $750 million domestically.
Whether Ryan liked it or not.
But that's just dollars and cents. There's there's no liking and disliking. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
So now I think we see almost a complete reboot. We've still got the Michael B. Jordan project in the works. We still got Henry Cavill saying, yeah, I'll still play Superman. I don't care.
So are we thinking that we're literally like, at this point, we've already kind of tried to start the reboot of this shit show of a train we've been riding with DC? Are we thinking that they're literally going to wipe and start completely fresh again? Because I am sick. Of seeing the same fucking movies redone over and over and over again. And I'm kind of hoping that like the Batman is kind of the...
I'm sick of origin stories.
Yeah. I mean, kind of me too.
I'm sick of origin stories. I'm sick of characters that are household names, that are people that we've grown up with, that we've known forever, and we're starting to get another retelling of how they got started.
Yeah.
See,
we don't care.
I was going to say that I don't mind DC being wiped completely, but don't give me, oh, my dad died, now that's why. You know what I mean? Like, just start from somewhere different, but have a story ready all the way through.
Kind of like this Batman, whether you didn't like it or not. Yeah. It starts with him already being fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Because you already know he's Batman. You know what I mean? You already know about Wonder Woman.
Yep.
You can just continue on.
I don't even care if they use some of the same actors.
No, me neither.
I was going to say,
I love Jason Momoa.
Gadot again.
Yeah. She's a fantastic Wonder Woman. I don't have anything against her either.
Cleeps, for sure.
I mean, Cleeps.
Yeah, her and Christopher Lloyd at this point.
Wow.
So I don't disagree. And, you know, we gave Wonder Woman 84 a lot of trash.
Yeah, we kind of
We talked a lot of crap about it, but let's look at how much of that Gal Gadot can control.
Yeah.
It's probably about that right there.
But as far as like physical...
Right, she looks great for it.
She looks, as far as the physical features, she's a great actress. I don't have any,
It was either going to be her or Rosie O'Donnell, and I'll take Gal Gadot.
Absolutely.
Every day. I don't ever want to see...
Is it really going to be Rosie O'Donnell?
No, he is fucking lying. There's no way that is a fact.
I was going to say...
Sorry, Roseanne Barr.
No. It's the same fucking person.
No, it's not.
Oh, you're right. It's not. Sorry. I was lying to think for a second. I was like, wait, wasn't her name Rosie O'Donnell?
Oh, my lord. Oh, my gird.
Oh God, that's even worse. I thought when you said Rosie,
Wonder Woman.
When you said Rosie O'Donnell, I pictured Roseanne Barr. So either way, now I'm like double.
What does a Medea Wonder Woman?
No, just DC being bought by somebody.
I know.
It's kind of like gratifying.
Listen here, Jason Todd, make it happen.
And on the big screen,
make it happen. That's all I gotta say.
There's your Punisher. There's your DC Punisher right there. Him and Deathstroke. Well, Deathstroke is more of a contract killer, so not really. Give you the Jason Todd.
Could you imagine like a Batman movie opening up with him fighting Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I'd have the biggest boner ever.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Don't go cleeping yourself just yet.
Don't go
But
cleeping
I mean,
yourself.
there's so many things that haven't been done and done correctly. I mean, they tried to show Martian Manhunter. They've tried to show the post-apocalyptic stuff where Superman's the bad guy. We still haven't gotten Brainiac. We haven't gotten what I thought was a good Doomsday. I understood Doomsday being there, but I don't feel like he was a good representation. There's just so much stuff you could do.
Yeah, and then you know what I always bothered me about that is like you kind of had the death of Superman way too quickly.
Yeah.
Way too early.
I mean, there's so many things that they could do. They could also bring back John Constantine and have him be a part of the DC universe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really hoping for.
We could see Swamp Thing. I mean, look at the Funkos behind us. There's so many opportunities. There's
Swamp Thing.
You know,
fucking
there's
redo
so
that
much
show.
for-
I'd be totally fine to have that show redone so we can actually get a fucking full season out of it.
We could finally get Jon Stewart as the Green Lantern. And, you know, another thing, it's funny that all this continuity is about to stop because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's about to drop Black Adam. And that's, you know what? I at this point, I feel like in my heart, like Blade would come out before Black Adam. We've been hearing about this movie forever. Yeah. And the only thing that's really been working for DC is Shazam, Aquaman, and that's it. The Batman and the Joker. Right? Which I'm still on the train after watching No Way Home that Willem Dafoe could make an amazing Joker.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. He would, that's for sure. And, I mean, like I said, can we really have one guy play the Green Goblin and the Joker? And then I remembered that Josh Brolin played two villains in the same fucking world.
Yeah.
Actually, he wasn't a villain. He was just Cable.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. He was Cable. And
doesn't matter. He played two
Thanos.
fucking characters in the Marvel Universe.
Peter Dinklage was in X-Men
do.
Days of Future Past, and he was in Endgame.
Yep.
As
Michael
Idris the Dwarf.
Jordan was
Flash, or no, he was Human Torch, and he was Killmonger.
He was Killmonger. Ryan Reynolds has been the Green Lantern, and he's
been Deadpool.
Which
yeah.
I mean, technically,
okay, fine.
Thing, I was going to say a lot of them. Chris Evans,
Jeffrey Wright.
Okay, let's talk about who we're talking about there. We're not talking about fucking Green Goblin and the Joker.
We also named a bunch that were in the same universe too.
I don't care about that, but that's what I'm saying.
No, you absolutely could.
We're not talking about the Green Goblin and the Joker.
Let's talk about the biggest jump of all. One of the big senior executive producers, James Gunn, has done Peacemaker. He's done Suicide Squad, and he's the Guardians
of the Galaxy
director and executive producer.
That doesn't count.
I mean,
either.
It does count. That's one of the biggest jumps of all.
Yeah, that's true.
So
I'm talking about faces on screens, characters that we know and love, and seeing them you know what I mean? Like seeing them as the same actors. Like,
sure.
Can we see that? Do I think he could do it? Oh my God, yes.
Ben Affleck was Batman and Daredevil.
No.
Yes, he was.
That movie doesn't even count.
Like I said, Chris Evans has been Captain America.
And he's
Human Torch.
And he was also in another DC comic in The Losers.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, he was in The Losers.
So
interesting. Well, we've got Keanu, who played John Constantine, and he's getting ready to be a big role in the MCU, I bet. Silver Surfer.
That would be
a lot of different. Halle Berry was Catwoman, and she was Storm.
Oh, God.
Again, Catwoman doesn't count.
Cleeps.
Oh, the new Catwoman was also in X-Men First Class. She was Butterfly Chick that could spit
Butterfly
acid.
Chick. We don't even know her names, and I don't even know what she looks like.
She was Catwoman.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Green Goblin.
I think you just don't want to be wrong on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he cannot do it. I'm saying, can we see it?
You come in and say, I want spaghetti, and then we offer you heaping bowls of spaghetti, and you go, well, not that one.
No, that's not. I'm asking for spaghetti, and you're opening up a can of Chef Boyardee.
Is it spaghetti in the can?
It's called SpaghettiOs.
Is it spaghetti in the can?
There's a difference. I want Tony Anello's spaghetti, goddammit.
Wow.
Sorry, I should not have said that.
You don't want one of our sponsors' bowls of their signature dishes?
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Tony Nels, please don't drop us because Megan hates you.
We're all adults here.
Deeply. Oh my goodness. Episode 101 here. We're on the road to 200, right? We're not going to keep that train up, but here we are. The Alter Ego Podcast. Back in your ear holes. Ready to rock and roll. We have so much to look forward to. And pretty soon we're going to have a Doctor Strange review for you.
Soon.
It's going to be great things. Be excited. This was not. Both of them at one point said, we should do 101 Dalmatians.
I suggested Cruella.
She's got bad ideas, though, so nobody listens to her.
Nope. I have bad ideas.
She doesn't even think that William Dafoe could play the Joker.
Oh, no. I 1,000%
She just
think
says,
that he
can
could.
we see it?
Y'all are not understanding what I'm saying.
Oh, we are. We're just twisting your words to make it funny. We love you, sweet temptress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sexual chocolate?
It's
Sexual chocolate!
Bleeps.
Oh my gosh. Bleeps! Get it, Christopher Lloyd.